Welcome to the Glowing Red Pyramid channel. We are back in this house, Fata Morgana. Still don't know what the fuck I'm saying. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know how to pronounce this. Let's see, where was I? Where? 320, 323. Why can't I move this? Most recent. Thank you. Let me move this. Can I pick this? There we go. Right, so in case you forgot, this game is about some sort of house and this maid, and it's going to be a lot of reading by me. Sorry, I'm just trying to get the stream going so I make sure that you could hear me okay. I think I'm good. I don't know if it's a little loud. Let me see. It's a little loud. Let me just bring it down a little bit. I think that's good right there. Hopefully. As usual, Mel's eyes chased after the white-haired girl, and Nellie cursed her frustration at him. I kind of forgot what's going on, but she was still rather docile. Even after taking into account how self-centered she behaved, how fickle her temper, Nellie's fits were still no worse than playful kitten. See, at that very moment, our lively little feline had her claws poised to swat at the flaxen-haired young man. Hee hee hee. Oh, Nellie, right. I forgot the incest twins. You promised me, or have you forgotten? Mel says, I haven't forgotten. I'm just asking if we can go another day. Another day? This isn't something that just happens every day. I've been looking forward to tonight's performance for so long. I'm trying to see Hamilton, maybe. There's nothing I can do about it. Or Wicked. We're having a gathering. Or Cats. People still watch Cats? Anyway, we're gathering at the priest's home tonight. Several high-ranking officials have come up from the mainland just for this. Who cares? I care. You know, Nellie, it doesn't have to be me who goes with you. Uh-oh. No, I want to go with you, Mel. You've been so distant lately, dearest Mel. You refuse to do anything with me? It's not true. Tell me, if you can't go today, when can you? Will you be willing to go out with me? When will you be willing to play cards with me? To have tea together? I can't make any promises. I have things to do. Obligations. And Nellie, you're almost an adult yourself. Stop acting like a child. I'm not an adult yet, I'm still a kid. If it means I don't get to play with you anymore, dearest Mel, then I don't want to be an adult. Ooh. Nellie, you can't. Lady Nellie, the master wishes to speak with you. Huh? Father does? What could he want? Go on, Nellie, you can't make Father wait. He's very particular about people keeping their appointments. Yes, he is. Unlike you, dearest Mel. And there she goes. What's got her into such a foul mood? Ah, it's the weird as hell tall maid. Her face is just, I don't know. The Xanax is strong with this one. Oh, thank goodness for small miracles. Nellie just won't seem to take me at my word lately. Probably because, you mustn't be so harsh on her. You've been a little flaky. She is your one and only darling little sister. It's true. You're right, but still, she's taken a bit too far of late. Oh, I am not so sure. She does not seem to be behaving any differently to me. Am I the one acting differently then? Well, enough about that. Can I ask you a favor? Me? What can I do for you? I was thinking... Physically, Mel was undeniably a young man, but the smirk that crossed his lips as he schemed gave his face the sweet look of a little boy. Or perhaps that was simply part of his charm. It was not the age disparity, but his... What do you... Age disparity? Isn't disparity like a comparison between one thing and another thing? In a way? So what disparity? What ages are you? But his character... What? What did he ask of me? Hehehe, you shall find out soon enough. What the fuck? What the fuck? What? What? The white-haired girl. It's cloudy. And thank goodness for that, too. Though, it would be even better if it were even darker out. I believe the textile shop is around here. Ah, oh, it's Mel. Hey there. Lord Mel, fancy meeting you here? Yeah, what a surprise. So, what do you say we take this chance and go for a little walk? Since you're sensitive to the sunlight, we can keep our eyes out for shadowy areas as we go. And if you feel unwell, just let me know. I was sent out to run an errand. Don't worry about that. Come on, follow me. That sounds so much like Claire de Lune. That song from Twilight. Mel. I'm sorry. It, actually wasn't an accident that we crossed paths. Oh? I planned this out ahead of time. Asked to have you sent out here on a fake errand. It feels like I'm always on alert back at the mansion. Can't relax in my own house. Actually kind of funny. It's a little creepy. Sorry, that was inappropriate of me. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know if she could relax anywhere. Also, how can she leave the... I'm surprised she could leave the mansion. I just thought since the sun's mostly blocked out, it would be alright if... I'm feeling just fine. Ah. Of course. I get her out of the house and I can't even think of anything to say. Typical. Hi, thank you for joining. Welcome. Hey, yeah? Have you settled into life at the mansion? I have. Everyone has been such a big help. That's good. That's good to hear. Indeed. I hate the conversations between these two characters. It's always so awkward. Yes? Oh my god. Nelly told me she had you, help redecorate her room some time back. Ah, yes, that was shortly after I arrived. What of it? Yeah, that day, Nelly told me that you don't. I don't? Never mind, sorry, it's not important. Oh? It is important, but I just can't ask how she feels about me. It's just like Spider-Man and Mary Jane. But worse, somehow. Forget. Sound like I don't know. Lord Mel? Oh, sorry, had something on my mind. Wait, was he thinking of marriage? It looks like it might rain again today. The weather usually gets better as summer approaches, not worse like it has been. It won't be a heavy storm though. Ooh, storm. No? Actually, the stormy season around these parts. The wind is too gentle, that's true. You can tell from that? Vaguely, but yes. That's impressive. I often leave the house unprepared, only to find myself sloshing back in the rain. Hee hee. Oh, she actually kind of laughed there. You laugh a lot more than you used to. do I? Yeah, and I like that. You look better with a smile suits a... Oh, she was saying that. Excuse me. What? Her smile and your smile are completely different. Also, a smile suits you as well, Lord Mel. Oh, reciprocation. Do you really think so? What am I supposed to do in a face of a smile like that? So, yes. God damn these conversations. Knowing her, if I ask, I'm imposing, she'll say no without hesitation. That's true. Trying to cover myself isn't going to get me anywhere. Also true. Hold on a second. I never did get you those flowers like I promised. There is a single white rose blooming in the garden. I think she turned it red. I was planning to give it to you, but it disappeared before I had the chance. Yeah, she turned it red. Because she's a real freak. So I'd like you to have this. It's not a real rose, but it won't wilt either. Mel was holding an ornamental white rose. It was an impressively detailed replica of the real thing, crafted by an incredibly skilled artisan's hand. It was, I imagine, made by the same craftsman for whom Mel had ordered Nellie's birthday necklace. The young man, who but a handful of days earlier had said he had no sweetheart, had come in to commission a present for the girl. The master of the shop must have been quite surprised, or perhaps it had given him a good laugh instead. It was for this moment that he so desperately sought for time together with the white-haired girl. I don't know what you like, so I had to base it off my sister's taste. Gross. My apologies, I cannot accept this. Is the design not to your liking? No, if you're concerned about how much I paid for it, don't be. I stole it from some little crippled boy. Please. Why are you so kind to me? Why? Because he has intentions. I'm sorry, I can't accept it. A clear glint of flustered panic was visible in her red eyes. There's not a girl in the world whose heart would not flutter at the sight of a sparkling rose accessory. Is that true? But her reaction was far from delight. As a matter of fact, there were traces of fear and apprehension in her countenance. I don't know what countenance means. I beg your pardon. Hold on. With a look of distress on her face, the white-haired girl made to run off. Jeez. But Mel grabbed her by the arm in the nick of time? At least tell me why. Is it because you dislike me? I never said. Something's wrong with me. From the day you arrived at the mansion, it's like I haven't been myself. I've been strangely aflutter ever since then. It's the vampire's curse. I don't know if it's vampires. Whether I try to study or whether I try to read, none of it sticks. I'm just looking at pages of text, tracing rows of letters only for them to disappear as soon as I look away. That's how it feels when you read, but you're just looking at the words. It's all because of you. Oh, I truly am sorry. Please, don't be any more generous than you already have. When I'm with you, my willpower wavers. Oh, what do you mean by that? I'm so sorry. She's gone. Oh, a new animation. We have a new animation. Not AI generated, I think. Mel's grip loosening for a moment, allowing her to slip free and dart off like a gust in the wind, not giving him a chance to stop her a second time. The dumbfounded, flaxen-haired boy stood frozen in place, left all by himself. The breeze, which the white-haired girl had called gentle earlier, felt faintly chilly, almost as if mocking him. It looks like she's even less fond of me than I thought. Really, that's what you, Oh wow, his hair looks kind of red there. It looks nice. God, I'm crying. That's sad. I'm pathetic. Nah, dude. Oh, priest? Oh, I thought the priest said that. The priest is listening in. Well, if it isn't Mel, what might you be? I was gonna see him crying. You crying? I'm so pitiful. Sorry you had to see this. Think nothing of it. Were men allowed to cry during these times? I passed by a girl just a few moments ago. So she is real, then, I guess. She appeared to be rather distressed as well. Did something happen between the two of you? I wasn't good enough, it seems. Not good enough? That was the new maid I was telling you about. I was using my authority over her, like I said I wanted to. Enough to bring me to tears like a miserable child. But she rejected me. He's just gonna tell you to go with God, my child. I don't even have what it takes to be a stand-in prince. Mel, I apologize for complaining to you about this. I'm completely hopeless. I mean, he's a priest, right? What else is he gonna do with his life but hear complaints for the rest of his life? Please don't try to cheer me up. I don't need any sympathy. I just... No, Mel, listen to me. What? I've seen that girl before. What do you mean? But, you said she was a servant at your house? In which case... Yes, she is. Please tell me, Father, where did you see her? Why must you be so evasive? It was probably someone else. Someone else? You're saying you mistook someone who stands out as much as her? That's true. She has white hair and red eyes. She's practically a Targaryen. Faja. She and a man who I assume is her father paid a visit to the church once. They came asking for food, their clothes in tatters. The two were emaciated. I guess that means malnourished? I don't think they were eating daily. What? That's how you could tell it's good writing, by the way. I couldn't tell what that word is, so the next line kind of gave a hint enough for me to assume what it was. You know, I assume you could simplify the writing, but you don't always want to do that, so. Now, wait a minute, are you saying she's a beggar? But Father said she came from an esteemed house, which is why I said I might be mistaken, Mel. She has a singular aspect, but it is possible there is another girl who looks similar. Deep down, though, the priest surely believed the opposite, and so he said sternly, like a teacher to a pupil. But you must be absolutely certain, Mel. Understood? You cannot proceed any further without knowing her ancestry. What? Man, you're just supposed to tell him, hey, it's okay, there's other fish in the sea. You know, you're a rich white dude, you'll be fine. What the hell? This kind of advice is this, by all means. In the back of Mel's mind, a vision of the night of the storm. The night the white-haired girl arrived at the mansion was surely replaying. She had been wearing little more than rags and covered in grime. Hardly the appearance of a respectable young lady of class. Mel says, have I been putting her through unnecessary stress? If she actually turns out to be nameless, to be rankless, no matter where she comes from, my heart is decided. I will not fool myself about how I feel any longer. She could be a lower rank in Fortnite, that's fine. No, I cannot fool myself. But how does she feel? Yeah, it's an important question. What will everyone else think? I guess that's also an important question. I will have to find out why she is welcome into our house. She's a vampire. I'll ask Ma's mother or Faja. No, if for some reason they don't know she is aristocratic, I'm better off. I'm better off not saying anything. Ooh, that's a mistake, man. But if they don't, then does that mean she's been lying to us and to them? Ooh, good point. I have to find out. This time I must get answers. The plot kinda moves forward ever so slowly. No, absolutely not. You come back and the first thing you say is that. I hate you, father. I will not stand for this. What's going on? Ah! Why? Why would he just suddenly throw that on me? He didn't even ask for my opinion. No, I won't do it. I'm fine the way things are. I'm just fine. New animation. Those things, those little, I guess, arrowheads or butt plug looking things at the end of her hair look pretty cool. Not because they look like butt plugs, just the color and shape of it. Dear Smell, I need your help. I don't. Uh-oh. Want to get married. They're shipping her off with a dowry. The house in Fata, Morgana. This may seem sudden, but I must confess that I made a grave mistake. My transgression is that I was unable to completely predict where the path we were traveling led. Okay. My hands were full dealing with my immediate day-to-day tasks. Could do naught but pray there was happiness waiting in the future. Same. Happiness for everyone who lived within Rose Manor. But I am but a mere maid. There are limits to what I am allowed to do. And furthermore, it was not my place to offer her my hand. Roads such as the one we were following have a way of diverging with little warning. And if you do not turn the wheel exactly right at those sudden forks, you may end up somewhere horribly off course. They're playing Life is Strange, I guess. I was well aware of that fact, or until dawn. Which is why I thought that what I did was for the best. Uh-oh. They say the road to hell is paved with it. It's happening again. I made sure the doors closed, but I can sense someone standing there. Okay. Someone watching me. Footsteps. They're looking down at me? The feet? I want to open my eyes, but I can't do it. The feet, they judge me. Curses. I don't know what I'm talking about. You're just going to leave without doing anything, aren't you? Then hurry up and get out of here. Free me from this torture. What's going on? Oh, there's a rose on the back of the wall. No, tonight they're on my bed now, looking down on me. My neck, my back. I can't speak. I can't move. I was gonna say it. These cold fingers, that soft breath. Ooh. Waterburger? Why? I can't move my body. Oh, he's having a night terror. I can move my body. And that's not important right now. He was having a night terror? Is she choking him? What the She is. I like his, I don't know, neck bone? What is that thing called? You smell of roses. Oh. The scent of a world far removed from ours. Okay, she's fucking crazy, dude. He's liking it. Look at his face. You could tell he is liking it. He made to gasp at the sight before him, only to realize he could not. The pressure of her cold fingertips wrapped around his throat robbed him almost entirely of the ability to breathe. Why? He silently mouthed the word. For that moment, at least, her melancholic ruby eyes were focused wholly on the flaxen-haired young man, Flaxen Jackson. In them glowed a faint flicker of willpower and a continuously burning agitation that roused her to action. What action? I told you to stop being so kind to me. Why? It will all be over soon. Please don't make any noise. Dude, push her off. To put an end to this family. You are my only... Uh-oh. Why are you shaking? What? Upon hearing Mel's words, the strength drained from her slender fingers. Coward. He had not been questioning why she would do such a thing. There was, of course, a trace of bewilderment visibly in his eyes, but he did not shout, nor did he tremble in fear. He instead expressed concern for the young woman, who looked like a cornered rabbit. I am not shaking. You are. I can see it. As he slowly regained his breath, Mel's voice too grew clearer. Conversely, the red-eyed girls grew progressively more faint and raspy. You are not doing this because you genuinely want to. There is some other reason. This is what I desire. Ooh. Have you been to my room before? Uh-oh. You have. I'm sorry. Huh. Well, I'll be damned. Tell me, why are you shaking? You're not putting any pressure on my neck. Why haven't you run? Because I cannot fathom why you would do this, so I'm not afraid. That's a silly reason. Do you hate me so deeply you want me dead? Do you despise me to the point that you would be willing to take my life with your own hand? No, I don't. See, like I said, there's another reason. If it isn't because you detest me, then tell me. Why? I'm sorry, I will leave your room now. I will do my best not to bother you any further. Please forget this attempted murder in the middle of the night. Do you think I'm going to just say okay and let you go? Uh-oh. Why can't you tell me the reason? I'm sorry. Alright, then I'll try and guess. What? It has something to do with your lineage. You're troubled by it somehow, am I right? Oh, the priest mentioned something about that. I thought so. How do you know about that? The priest at the church told me he had seen you before. He also told me, a little about your origin. You're a bum. That's all I know. That you're a bum. The only difference between us is that you're a bum and I'm not. I don't know what would cause you to do this. Is it because of housing prices? Is it so? Is that why? Tell me why you came to the mansion and why father allowed you to be a maid. I haven't said anything to mother or father. If you're hiding the truth from them, they still don't know. But I want to. Ooh. Double money on GTA. Sorry. I got distracted by the YouTube notifications. I won't get mad at you or have you punished. I'll even swear to God if you'd like. I want to be the prince who whisked you away. I want to be the prince who rescued the girl from the dark mansion and showed her the world. I know I'm not that dependable, but I want to help you. Why do you show me such compassion? Why do you treat me like this? I have my hand around your neck. Oh, that's true. Yeah. Why? It's still there. Yeah. Why? I thought it would be obvious. I want you to bounce on it, crazy style. I love you. She just says it'll pass, right? Every time you push me away, it crushes me. Yeah, it does feel that way. I didn't even know my heart could feel such distress. Yeah. If you dislike me and don't want to be with me, well, then I'll just have to live with that, as much as it may hurt. This guy is focused on the wrong thing and not on the fact that his maid, that he barely even knows, that looks weird as hell and can't go in the daylight is trying to kill him. But if you have some other reason, some weight on your shoulders that you can't share with anyone else, tell me. I want to help you. There are other options. So he's like Bella, almost. And she's like Edward. Things we can do about your... No, that's not it. Huh? I've tried to hate you so many times. So yes, there's more to it than just social status. It's like I'm a Bernie supporter and you're a Marco Rubio supporter. It just would never work. I couldn't make myself do it. What do you mean? I had so many chances, but I couldn't do anything. Oh my god. How many times has she almost killed him? She spoke in a stifled voice, as if every word had to fight to escape her lips. She appeared so fragile, so precarious looking down on him that it seemed as though if a gust of wind were to whisk through the womb, it would... I was doing so well, damn. It would blow her away completely. Her pale fingers were trembling, like she had tried to squeeze them again and failed. However, her hand did not pull away from his still slender neck. Her hand is so cold. He did not challenge her, but simply kept his eyes fixed on hers, as if carefully watching to see what she would do next. I'll say it as many times as I must. I love you, and I wouldn't be able to accept losing you without knowing anything. But please tell me the reason. I'll see to it that you're taken care of. Those are the words of a man of means, Lord Mel, of someone blessed enough to have pity for others. You are a foolish young man. You know nothing. Jon Snow. But the greatest fool of all is myself. If you agree to punish me, I will talk. What? Tell me. Her long white hair and his soft flaxen hair touched for just the briefest of moments. It appeared in the darkness as though they had fused together. The white-haired girl, having finally gathered the courage, began to slowly tell her tale. On the night of the storm, I paid a visit to Rose Manor, this mansion. My father and I were always on the move, traveling across the land by foot. So it was only recently that we had heard rumors of Rose Manor. There are several reasons we couldn't stay in one place. First is my unusual appearance. People often find the color of my skin or eyes disconcerting. So after living in one place for long enough, unsettling rumors would begin to spread, forcing us to leave. Another reason was my father's line of work. My father's name was John Wick. Oh, he painted pictures. He had trouble finding a patron, so he had to work day to day. When he was no longer able to find work in the city, we would move. We were birds that migrated without a flock. When we arrived at this town, my father was exhausted and weak. That is when we learned of Rose Manor. Wait, where's her dad? And the family who dwelled within it. But where's her dad? Rhodes is a name my father could never forget. Rhodesian? He was long ago a painter in service of the Rhodes family. Hold on. Your father was an artist here? Yes. It was before I was born, so you probably don't remember, Lord Mel. So you knew about us before you came here? For as long as I can remember, I've known the name Rhodes. My father was chased from your home just because they didn't like something he painted. Oh, like William Churchill. I've been watching The Crown recently with my mom, so yeah, he did kind of the same thing. He burned his own portrait because he thought he looked too fat. Having failed and old, and depressed. Having failed and the Rhodes family, no one else would become his patron. Just as a good reputation spreads, so too does a bad one. Branded once as a failure, no one will take you in ever again. You nobles throw your parties, and spread your gossip about this painter or that sculptor. Everybody is a critic, or her eyes are closed. The rose you tried to give me is an example of that. It was certainly crafted with skill, but the jeweler is only known because some aristocrat spoke highly of him. My father's paintings were no less skillful. He was a talent that could not easily be imitated, but no one was willing to separate the art from the artist. Huh? The Rose family stole everything from my father, but even thrown out on the streets, his only skill was painting. That was all he could do to earn a living. What little money we had for food, he gave to me. He did anything he could to ensure my survival, even at the expense of his own well-being. My father passed away in this town. Up until his last breath, he was only ever concerned about me. He held me in his arms, ran his fingers through my hair, apologetic. Excuse me. He held me in his arms and ran his fingers through my hair. Apologetic. Jesus. Look upon his face. I don't know why I can't speak. If I had a normal appearance, I'm sure life would have been much easier. He was always telling me how sorry he was for making life so hard, even though it wasn't his fault. I look like this. Yeah, it's true. I disdained the Rhodes family for putting my father through such hardship. I imagined you were living in decadence, acting as though nothing had ever happened. No, you wouldn't even care about the fate of one simple painter. Our lives meant nothing to you. And so, I sought to bring misfortune upon you. And that's why you tried to kill me? In truth, I wanted to take the master's life, but your father spent so much time outside the mansion. And so, you're right. If they lost me, it would put my family in a very difficult position. That is the whole of my tale. You know now about my father and how I feel about you. Having told you the blackness in my heart, I cannot go on living like nothing has changed. Please give me punishment. Why? Why would you have me put the one I love through any more misery? I am not fit for your affection. Not only because I am not aristocratic, but because every time I spoke with you, I did so holding this darkness in my heart. Does that not unnerve you? Yeah, that you've been trying to kill me this whole time? Probably turns them on. In the end, it was my family's actions that caused you so much suffering. Would that your father were still alive. Perhaps I could have done something. I'm sorry. And besides, you hesitated. You didn't actually kill me. What am I even to punish you for? As you said, you had countless opportunities, but you could not bring yourself to do it. Tell me, why couldn't you kill me? If it's because I've given you enough reason to have even the slightest bit of interest in me. Nothing was as I envisioned it. What? I assumed the residents of Rose Manor would be cold. People who believed that wealth and rank mattered above all. But on the night of the storm, the mistress was the first one to extend her hand to me. I arrived at the mansion disguised as a beggar. Actually, disguised is not the right word, as many nights I only survived on the generosity of others. The mistress did not send me away when she saw me. Quite the opposite, she took me in as a servant. So that was Mother's doing. I could scarcely believe she would invite a stranger into her home, that she would treat a stranger with such compassion. I thought perhaps she knew who my father was, but I had never met any of you before, so she must simply be that kind-hearted a woman. And the mistress continued to treat me with kindness, despite my disquieting appearance and the darkness in my heart. In time, I began to grow less and less sure of myself. Was I meant to do what I meant to do truly right? Were the things I felt truly justified? But it was a certain fact that my father was here. and that he had been chased out. So I decided that I should take your life and put an end to everything before I wavered any further. Jeez, is she gonna do it? I hope she does it. And then, you were too kind to me. It's all your fault. Because you laugh with such affection. His stupid laugh, are you serious? Because you give me smiles like that. Because you say the things you say. I'm sorry. No, don't apologize. I'm so happy to hear that. Despite the unusual circumstances, please don't say you want to leave. Don't ask me to punish you. Let me raise this a little bit higher, so you can hear the music. I couldn't do anything for your father, but at least allow me to do something for the daughter he cared for so dearly. You are far too kind-hearted. I'll be happier with you around. You can become a real aristocrat? Huh? There are families that would be willing to adopt you, especially knowing it would bring them ties to the Rhodes family in the near future. Are you saying, as long as you're okay with that, of course? I don't understand. How could you possibly say that? I have my hand around your neck, even as we speak. Yeah. For like the last 20 minutes? 10 minutes? It seems reasonable enough to me. I'm desperately looking for some way to not lose you. I couldn't. I don't know any etiquette or social customs. How could I? You can learn all of that. You're pretty and naturally graceful. You'll do just fine. You're such an aristocrat, Lord Bell. What? The way you can come up with compliments so easily. Only for you. Nellie says my poetry has as much charm as a dissertation. I don't understand theater. It puts me to sleep. You laughed, thank goodness. Keep smiling. You don't have to stop. A smile on your face is a smile on mine. No matter how deep the darkness has taken root into you, it can always be removed. I believe people are capable of forging their own futures. What do you say we go to the theater sometime? I promise I won't sleep through it. At the private theater, we can get seats at the far end of the section floor so we don't have to stand. They would be pretty lavish seats and would give you a chance to experience the noble life. But please don't be shy. I can have clothes prepared for you. I'll ask one of the maids who can keep a secret. Say the one with black hair. She kind of scares me though. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. How could you show such compassion for me? I tried to inflict harm upon you. Cruel and unusual harm. Am I allowed to feel such joy? For every day you suffered, a day of happiness. That's how it has to be. So stand by my side. He softly whispered the girl's name. For several long moments, her lips trembled in trepidation, but in time she squeezed them together and made a smile. He wrapped his arms around her unbelievably slender, frail frame, holding her tight in an affectionate embrace. Mel approached me the next day. He explained to me the course of events and then asked me to dress her up more beautifully than any other noble girl had ever been. She was already a very pretty girl. Even so, without much effort on my part, simply putting her in a dress, she radiated beauty. I was quite partial to her smile, so I agreed to help, thinking that it would lead to their happiness. I could not ask for anything more. I never anticipated what would happen next, though. Perhaps my hopes were unreasonable, after all.
The house in Fata Morgana.
Sorry, I'm trying to imitate the anime thing that they do. Now, Nellie, you love the theater, so don't look so cross. Arthur? Nellie was out with the man other than her brother that evening, a rare sight indeed, and she was quite clearly in a foul mood. I will not stand for this. That I should have to marry a man as disagreeable as Arthur. It's unthinkable. The young man at her side was Nellie's fiancé, selected by her parents. What happened? Here we go. On any other occasion, she would have snubbed an invitation from any man who was not Mel, but she had little to say in this matter. She was, for lack of a better word, forced to go out with him. And oh, how furiously she fought against it. She had shoved aside the Abigail trying to fasten her corset, locked herself in her room, sobbed for quite some time. It required the combined efforts of several of us to get her ready and out the door for her date. Arthur says, "Come now, you should at least pretend you're enjoying yourself. Or do you want people to think we don't get along?" Do we get along? Well, I want to, for what it's worth. What it's worth to you is my name, not me. Are you really going to be like that? I went out of my way to take you to your favorite play. The least you could do is be a little kinder to me. What was it called again? Romeo and Juliet? It's been running for 6 or 7 years now. Damn. Imagine a movie coming out. Like, imagine Titanic coming out and it just doesn't leave the movie theater. It just stays there for years. That's how popular it was, I guess. A family like yours or mine could pay to have a brand new script written. So why should we have to see an old play at a theater full of commoners? It may be private, but even so, I would rather just have a show put on my own stage. Dude, it's a William Shakespeare play, man. Come on. Even if you don't like Shakespeare, pretty much anyone would want to at least experience it. Stop talking already. Why should I? Why should I have to marry someone like you? I have absolutely no desire to marry you. Whatever it takes, I will put a stop to this. I'll talk to my father as many times as I must. Please don't make such a scene. It's shameful. I don't know what voice maybe I should make that other dude, the one that sounds like that number 15. Please don't make such a scene. Never, I won't do that. There are people around. There are people around. Remember, you represent your family. Besides, our families are hardly ever strangers to one another. Try as you might, I doubt you can get rid of me. No matter what you say, you can't break this engagement. You don't. Your parents gave you too much freedom, and look at what a spoiled little girl you became because of it. Goodness, you're going to be quite the handful. Oh, get off your high horse. No, you're the one who's on the high horse, Nellie. You are going to be my wife. You could at least put some effort into liking me. Wow. What happens when I take you to a social engagement and you act like this? It's shameful to the both of us. This coming from someone who used to call me Lady Nellie. What's your problem? When you choose to act like a lady, I'll gladly call you that again. Goodness gracious, great boss of... put yourself in my shoes for a second. I have to marry a bratty little girl because it will help my family. How dare you talk about me that way? You're not a damn princess. Open your eyes. If you think talking to your father will get you out of this marriage, you're welcome to try, but I doubt he'll have it though. Otherwise, you can go complain about it to your friends. Oh, that's right. As far as I was aware, you don't have any friends. This guy's an asshole. Enough. As you wish. This is so frustrating. Why should I have to listen to this jerk mock me? I have Mel. I know. If father won't listen to me, I'll ask Mel to talk to him. Mel will be able to convince him. Come on now, your favorite play is about to start. Maybe you should face forward. Enjoy it while it lasts. You won't be talking down to me much longer. What? What's going on? Is that John Cena? Get back here. What is that damn child's problem? Imagine like you're gonna marry some girl and she runs away and you say, what is that damn child's problem? I didn't give her permission to leave. Damn. Father will be sure to hear about this. I cannot have the roads making me a fool. Making any more of a fool of me. The white-haired girl. You're fine. Don't be shy. Like she looks badass. The Dr. Octopus hair. It's cool. It doesn't look that different though. But so many people are looking at me. That's because you're gorgeous. No, it's because I look strange. I assure you, that's not the case. It is true that you have an unusual appearance, but right now the unique color of your hair, your skin, and your eyes all serve to accentuate your beauty. You sound like a prince, Lord Mel. What? You think so? I mean, I did say I'd be a stand-in prince for you, but I think you're a wonderful prince, not just a stand-in. Which makes you my princess then. I don't. Oh, you're supposed to say, yes, I am there. You're gonna make me sad. I don't say it. I guess I'll just have to keep working at it until you submit. Oh, hey, the play is about to start. What am I supposed to be doing? Nothing in particular. Just sit back and enjoy the show. Oh, but there is one thing. Yes? If I start dozing off, could you maybe wake me up? Hehehe. Huh? What? Nelly? Oh, Nelly. Dearest Mel. Yay. Nelly? Dearest Mel, what are you doing here? Oh, she nodded, or she curried towards her. I asked her to join me. It's nothing to get worked up over. It is. It absolutely is. How many times did I ask you to come with me and you wouldn't? You don't even like theater, dearest Mel. What? And you brought her? You're right. I'm not especially fond of plays, but I wanted to be able to see one. Why are you making such a big deal out of this, Nelly? She's not suitable for you. What? She isn't good enough for you. Why would you choose her? There's so many dynamics going on right now. Because she's just saying that because she's probably in love with her own brother, which is very creepy. It's just, yeah, I'm liking this. I do hope I think they're making a show out of this, so I really hope it turns out really good. She's creepy and you have no idea where she came from. Don't talk about her like that, Nelly. But you don't even know who her family is. I do. What? Lord Mel? It's fine. You just stay quiet. Like the other maid, she comes from a respectable house. I looked into it. However, circumstances prevent me from telling you what that house is. No, you're lying. That can't be. But she doesn't act like a lady. She lacks etiquette. And she probably can't even dance. She can't even twerk. She can't throw it down. You expect me to believe someone like her who can't throw it down is from a good house? Enough already, Nelly. Ooh, she's been hurt. Look at that. Damn. Too bad that thing is in the way. Mel yelled at me. You have my word. You don't have to worry about her. So please stay out of this, Nelly. This isn't any of your business if I spend time with her, is it? Ooh, he's being quite assertive now. But, dearest Mel... Super awkward. You need to stop hanging all over me, Nelly, and find someone for... Wait. What are you doing at the theater? Are you here alone? Oh yes, dearest Mel, about that. I have a favor to ask of you. I've been waiting to talk to you about this since yesterday, but I haven't seen you at all. Settle down, Nelly. What is this? Father had me engaged without consulting me. And he picked Arthur, that disagreeable little... Oh, right. That. I already know. What? I heard it from Father. That reminds me, you didn't show up at breakfast this morning. I see now, it was because of your engagement. Dearest Mel, is that who you're here with today? In that case, you should get back to him rather than waste any more time with us. Damn, dude. You knew I didn't want to get married, Mel? So why? Why did you talk Father out of it? Because it's your time, Nelly. If there's someone else you'd rather be with, then, well, you should try persuading Father, but you're the only prince for me, dearest Mel. And a prince always grants his princess's wishes, doesn't he? I just want to say that you'll do that for me, dearest Mel. Lady Nelly, you stay out of this. It's all your fault. It's all because you showed up and played your little tricks on him. I warned you about this rat, dearest Mel. Wow, she is not suitable for... I told you, I've had enough already. Oh shit. 2 times he screamed. How much longer are you going to continue acting like a child? I can deal with you being a spoiled little girl, but how dare you be so derisive to someone else? Mel hit me? Oh, he has the slap. Lord Mel. Wow. Go on. The show's about to start. People are giving us dirty looks. Return to your betrothed. Now. I will apologize to him afterwards as well. You said you would always be by my side. That you would always be my prince. The time for make-believe is past, Nelly. No, I refuse to believe it. I will not have it. I'm gonna hit her again. Nelly. My goodness, that girl. Are you not going after her, Lord Mel? No, just let her go. The only place she has to go is home. I just wish she'd start acting more like an adult. I imagine Lady Nelly's simply... She what? No, it just wasn't my intention to get between you. Don't blame yourself. It's not your fault we had an argument. But you two are so close. Yeah, we're siblings. So we're close, but nothing more. I do care about Nelly, and I enjoy spending time with her. But she's my sister. Nothing more. Anyway, sorry for making such a scene. No, I imagine she left her betrothed behind without saying anything. So I'm gonna go apologize to him. We have to keep up appearances. Stay here, I'll be right back. Very well. Master, what are your thoughts on the tale so far? Oh man, I'll be honest, it's riveting, and I don't know why. I really don't know why. Nothing has happened. There hasn't been a single explosion, barely any blood. You know, nothing. Just hints, little hints, and yeah, it's good. It's not a bad story so far. Which of the siblings do you think was in the right, Master? The brother or the sister? I guess this. I don't know. I don't know because I want to say that the brother. I'm not on his team at all. He hit her and is just growing up to be a dick. But the sister, although innocent and childlike, is in love with her own brother. So, you know, what the fuck? Oh my! I apologize for the abrupt question. Did I startle you? What do I think? Yes, I believe Mel was probably right. He was also surely happier than her. As Mel had anticipated, Nellie fled from the theater, leaving her fiancé behind. Sorry, I pronounced it like Beyonce, kinda. Or I should have pronounced it like Beyonce, not fiancé. Anyway, she forced her way into a carriage, stopped outside, probably one called for a different nobleman, and ordered it to take her home. Mel's assumption was correct. The only place she had to return to was the mansion. The sun was beginning to set, and as a young lady she could not simply go wandering through town alone. Nor did she have any acquaintances to take her in. Her world was, in essence, composed of two elements, her brother and the rose garden. They were the light of her life at Rose Manor. She lived a very isolated existence. Oh, she's going crazy. When she escaped back home, Nellie went straight to her room, locked the door, and began sobbing. The waves of her sorrow came crashing effortlessly through the levees. Tears streamed through the cracked walls of the dams, blocking her tear ducts. Why, why won't you help me, Mel? Why won't you take my side? The decor in her room appeared blurry through her damp eyes. Memories of the day she had it redecorated played back in her mind with crystal clarity. She told me she had no feelings for you. That liar. That fucking liar. She let her emotions run wild, breaking glass craftworks, silver plates designed by famous. Wait, why is he a liar? It was as though beasts had been set loose in her chamber, in her bed. It was as though a beast had been set loose in her bedchamber. The vase she tossed shattered against a painting hanging on the wall, spraying water, porcelain, and roses in every direction. It was the portrait she had adored so dearly of her and her brother. And in what appeared to her like a metaphor for her life, the frame fell off its mounting and came crashing to the floor. Nellie darted over and scooped it up. The frame had broken, but the painting inside was unharmed. The two smiling children were still the very image of happiness, inseparable siblings gently holding one another's hand. My prince is no more. Though in her present state of mind, that image of happiness brought her nothing but misery. And the worse she felt, the more frustrated she grew at the smiling girl and the kind boy of her past. The princess is no more either. You're not a princess anymore, Nellie. Some other woman has taken your place. I trusted you, Mel. I believed you would always be there for me. This painting is nothing but a lie. That's not the real Mel. That's not the real me. It's all a big fat lie. A lie. And she continues to sob. I wish this painting never existed. That it was never made. That I never had a brother. This painting. This painting. This painting. In a fit of emotional distress, she scratched feverishly at the painting she once considered precious. She put more force into her fingers than she or perhaps anyone might have imagined she could. Flakes of paint began falling off the canvas, and in time she noticed something particular. Huh? What is this writing? Something's hidden beneath the paint? Just a little more. A date. Why would that be hidden? What could it be for? Completed. Completed May 1587. 1587? She read out... 1587? Wait a minute. Shakespeare was 18th century. That was like 300 years ago. I'm having a fucking Metal Gear Solid moment. She read out loud the faded, scratched up handwriting. Nah, well, I mean, maybe I'm just doing the math wrong. After staring blankly at the text for some time, the color in her face began to drain. What is this? How could have this been painted 16 years ago, not 300 years ago? I told you I was bad at math. I thought it was the 18th century for some reason. I wasn't even born yet. And Mel would have been just a baby. Is this not me? Is this not Mel? There's still more writing. Urged on by her rapidly pounding heart, Nellie furiously scratched away at the painting. Even as her clean pink fingernails were soiled with fragments of paint and blood, she did not stop. She was so overwhelmed by trepidation that she could not stop. She had a horrible premonition that something was about to happen, something indescribable, incomprehensible. This is how I envision your son and our unborn daughter might look several years from now. Your son and our unborn daughter. So this was a painting of the future. Then it really is of me and Mel. No, use your head, stupid. I'm only 14. 16 years ago, I would not have been even inside Mother. But then who is this? Who is that holding Mel's hand? Who is that with my brother? More. There has to be. How? Ooh, found it. There's more writing. I have to know what this is. Calm down, Nellie. There's nothing to get worked up over. I'm sure it's nothing. Calm down and read. There's nothing to worry about. If our unborn child... This is what the writing on the painting said. If our unborn child does not have your hair color, then you will probably not be able to take her in as your own. I will be punished and my life made miserable. And so I pray that this child might have flaxen hair. Flaxen hair, that's the dude, right? Though it is a sin to wish she has in her a trace of me, I do hope it is a girl. What am I reading? I don't get it. Someone tell me, what does this mean? I don't know. A painting from 16 years ago. Hair color. Sin. You hope it is a girl. Yes, says the white-haired girl. It's Nellie. Let me in. Lady Nellie? Oh, you changed out of your dress. That's a shame. It looked nice on you. It really did look so nice. Almost like you were a princess. Lady Nelly, say, I've got a question for you. Do you mind? By all means. What color hair did your father have? I beg your pardon? Did you not hear me? Should I repeat the question? No, no. I assumed it would be about Lord Mel. I'm just so curious about where you got that hair color from. I, I, my father was more tan than white, though I didn't inherit my paleness from anyone. I asked about your father's hair color. Why would you want to? There's no reason you can't tell me, is there? My father, had white hair, but that was simply because he was an older man. I do not think he was born with. Huh. Lady Nelly? Hey, guess what? I've figured it out. I figured it all out. What? And it was so simple. There's only one difference between you and me. The thing that Mel fell for is why do you have those? No, stay back. What the fuck's happening? The house in Fata Morgana. Ah, we have finally reached this point in the tale, Master. If your memory has been refreshed, then we can return to the mansion immediately. Very well, then. If you insist, we shall proceed with the story. It was a dark and stormy night, much like the one the white-haired girl had first arrived on. And we're gonna have to try next time, or continue next time, because unfortunately I have to go to bed. I have to work tomorrow, and it's almost 1 o'clock. So, but thank you for joining me. Let me just save here real quick. There we go. The Painter's Curse. Made good progress in this. It is getting mighty interesting. Did Nelly snap? I heard like shears or some sort of, maybe they're rose shears, you know, or maybe it's just a knife or some scissors or something. Who knows? This story is getting very juicy, and I cannot wait to continue it. Probably tomorrow, hopefully. If not, you know, I'll probably continue with something else. I'm not sure yet. But this is good. This is real good. I really need to try to get this game on Switch now. But it's like $100. It's crazy, but I must have it. Anyway, thank you for joining me and watching, either now or later place. Thank you. I appreciate it. And thank you for listening to me read this. I hope that's fine. I know there's not a lot of gameplay in this, but I started this and I want to finish it. And I always finish what I start eventually. So thank you for listening to me prattle on. We were playing The House in Fata Morgana, which I keep pronouncing differently. This has been the Glowing Red Pyramid. Please try to get some sleep. Please brush your teeth. Please just have a good one. Ooh, Yellow Strike, thank you. Hope you're enjoying it. Thank you, Yellow Strike 70. Thank you for watching. Hopefully, I am loving this game, and I can't wait to come back. Again, hopefully tomorrow, because I kind of have to stop at the just as it's getting juicy, as I said. Anyway, until next time, thank you, Yellow Strike, and thank you everyone else who watches in the future, now or 100 years. Have a good one, get some rest, and I'll see you all next time.